Siyathemba nizolijabulela lolu hlelo.
Sanibonani bafundi ba grade 12. Mrs. Sibia senza learner wellness. Topic yethu yanamhlanje is about study skills. How to succeed in the grade 12 exams. Sesifikile ke leso sikhathi sonyaka la sesobhala khona ama exams. Ngiyazi soon and very soon ayaqala ama preliminary exams. Ayunyaka kusho ukuthi mase kubhala preliminary exams vele usuphelile. Sekuzobhala after that it's going to be 1 month and then you are writing your final exams. But ke kufanele sazi ukuthi yini ekufanele siyenze. Singapanic because into ebuye ishaye kakhulu ukuphanika. Ingabe ngizophasa yini? Ingabe nkosami ngizokwenza kahle yini? Ngama ama points amazoba enough ukuthi ngene eDUT? Ngama points amazoba enough ngene eKZN? Don't panic. Ake sibambelele la ukuthi ama study skills ethu siwamisa kanjani? Sifunda kanjani for exam? Okay. Okokuqala nje kufanele sikwazi ukuthi wena as umfundi ngoba wena phela uzobhala exam. Wena ozaziyo futhi ukuthi ufunda ini. So into yokuqala ofanele uyenze as umfundi ka grade 12 is that fanele revise how you study. Bheka ukuthi utadisha kanjani so that you can make the best use of the time you have to prepare for exams. Sibheka ukuthi ufunda kanjani ukuze isikhathi onaso usebenzise profitably. Sebenzise ukuthi sikusebenzele. Ungaba na study method le oyisebenzisayo. But i-check le study method yakho ukuthi is it working better for you? Ikusebenzela kahle yini le study method yakho? One thing that you need to do yokuqala nje is that you must set a goal. Set a goal for yourself. What do I mean? Mangithi set a goal. Mangithi set a goal, shuthi lana I goal yakho isikhathi esiningi. I goal yakho iba ne time frame. Okay? Ukuthi 1, this is what I want to achieve. 9 ngifuna ukuthi ngiphumelele kuyona. Okay? Okunye futhi know which pages or sections to study. Bheka ukuthi yini efanele ngifunde. Decide what you want to achieve and then busuyabheka futhi ukuthi which pages or which sections do you need to study. And then busuyaplan ke igoal yakho and then you plan how to test your knowledge because usufundile but ekugcineni fanele uyicheck wena ukuthi lento engiyifundile ngiyizwile yini ngigraspile yini ngikwazile nokuyibamba leyo nto. Okay, right. How do you read? Ufunda kanjani? How do you read? Ufunda kanjani ke for the exam? Yini ofanele uyenze? 1, into yokuqala nje when you read you ask yourself questions. Zibuza imibuzo as you read ukuthi uyibuza imibuzo ukuthi lento engiyifunda kahle kahle ngiyayizwa. Did I understand what I was reading? If ngaqhamuka question, if ingaphraswa kanje, ngingakwazi ukuthi ngiyiphendule. So 1, ask questions as you read. Zibuze imibuzo njengoba uqhubeka wenze njani ufunda. And also i-focus yakho angithi uyafunda njengamanje. So i-focus yakho, attention yakho must be at what you are reading. Think about what you read. Ungacabangi uthi uhlelo udadisha ucabanga ezinye izinto eseceleni. Your mindset must be where you are. Ukuthi you ask yourself questions and also think about what you read. Ukuthi lento engiyifunda ngiyayizwa yini? Ngikuyona yini lento engiyifunda noma ngicabanga elinyoni zami noma ngicabanga ukuthi mangiqeda la ngizokwenza? No. Focus. Into efunekayo i-focus, right? Okunye futhi you have to relate and link. Uyahlanganisa izinto. You might find ukuthi when you relate as you read uyarelate ukuthi hayi lokho cishe kufane nalokho. And okunye kufanele ni-understand grade 12 futhi ama-subjects or ama-learning areas they interlink. Uzothola ukuthi wena ufunda business studies ngiyalinganisa, but uthola ukuthi English iyangena lapho, uthola ukuthi maths iyangena lapho. So ama-subjects they interlink. So now you relate and also you link ukuthi lento engifundayo where does it relate, ingena kuphi, ngingayilinka nani enye. And then okunye futhi ufanele ukwenze, make notes as you read. Bhala, make notes. Ama notes akho ungawabhala ukuthi uyabhala or you highlighter, you have a marker la highlighter khona, or you underline the most important things as you read, because usazobuya futhi uthi go back and summarize and reread again. So as you read, wenze njani, you make notes, uya highlight, uya underline. Okunye ke enifanele nikwazi ukuthi isikhathi esiningi you need to have your dictionary at hand. Iba ne dictionary eceleni, because there might be words ongazowa understand. So you must have your dictionary ibe seduze kwakho ukuze if there are you come across something that you don't understand, you can just look it up with dictionary, uthole meaning yalelo gama whatever. And okunye ke futhi uthe ngithi ngithe qala uzibuza imibuzo, you ask yourself questions, you think about what you read, uyacabanga lokho okufundayo, and then you relate and you link, uyahlanganisa ukuthi lokho kuhlangana lo. And then emva kwalokho nje after uswenzile ama notes wa highlight or underline, summarize ke manje. Wenze summary ukuthi okay, let me put everything aside, let me take a pen and paper and summarize ukuthi lento kade ngiyifunda ingenile yini, ngizwile yini ukuthi bengifundani. And then mhlambe uma usummarizeile, then you can go back to your notes, phindele kuma notes akho ke manje usuwenzani, usuyawa reviewer, usuphinde futhi uya check ukuthi hayi nakho ngikhohlile nkathi ngenza summary, and then you review your notes. And then kodwa ke futhi awuzohlala ube stuck edeskini or etafuleni or wherever la uhleli khona. Take short breaks, thatha ama breaks amancane, sukuma, stretch, uyilule, take stretch, and then uphinde futhi uphindele emsebenzini. Or you can also pause amanzi, because you just want to ukuthi ungalokhu uconcentrate uzube ne stress. So after you've taken those short breaks, and then usuyaphinda ke usuphindela kuphi encwadini yakho la ufunda khona. Okunye ke futhi ofanele ukwenze ukuthi if uadisha, you must have what we call a study timetable. A study timetable uzenzela wena. You must have a study timetable less ozodadisha ngazo. And then we study timetable uyawazi ama subjects owenza ukuthi mangaki. We are prioritize ke la. Mangithi uya prioritize ngichaza ukuthini? Prioritize the subjects that ozowabhala, that you write, because khona anganayo angabhalwa ama practicals. So la ozowabhala wa prioritize, and then bese wenza sure ukuthi you start with khona ama subjects la where you struggle, unga understand kahle athe uba more difficult. Start with those, and then you can also ufune usizo kubangani bakho eclassini or kuthisha. Uyabaza abantu abagood in a certain type of a subject. Njoba ngishilo ukuthi i-timetable vele isiphumile yama preliminary exams, so already vele sesikuyona i-exam, akusekho manje ukuhlehlela emuva. So ngenkathi wenza le study timetable yakho, yenza sure ukuthi uyawamaka, uyabhala ama subjects akho ngithi u7 noma u6, uyawabhala lawo ama subjects, and then you mark your subjects and the dates as well as times. You know, angithi timetable yakho izoba ne subject, okay, ngenza i-maths ngalesi sikhathi, i-date, isikhathi engizospenda soba isikhathi esingaka. And then bese ke uyahlala phansi ke you work out ukuthi how many hours per day you need to study. You need to know how many hours per day you need to study. Hayi ukuthi uzohlala from morning till sunset njengoba ngithe you need ama breaks. So i-timetable yakho izoba nawo ama short breaks where you stretch, where you walk outside, where you go to the kitchen and drink water. But wena work out how many hours per day you need to study, because umuntu otadisha la ubani uwena. And then ngithe kunama subjects ama subjects amafani, khona those that are more difficult mhlambe athe ukuba nzinyana kuwena. So yenza njani ke, uzo allocator, uzofaka ama hours more. You are going to allocate more hours to the subjects that you are struggling with. Shuthi lawa are easy, lawa alula kuwena. That doesn't mean afanele uwafunde, uzowafaka timetable, but allocate isikhathi esiningi to the subjects that are giving you a hard time. Lawa athe ukuba nzinyana, wena isikhathi ozosinika la ku timetable yakho fanele kube isikhashana esithe ukuthi xaxa. And then bese uya indicator futhi la ku timetable, study timetable yakho ukuthi uzoba nini ne break. Wena ngithi ozenzelayo uzoba nini ne break, uzo relaxa nini. And then mhlambe futhi awuzoyidadisha wethu, mhlambe you've got a study group, mhlambe you have a study group with your peers or with your classmates in the study group, and then as well niyazi ukuthi nizohlangana ngasikhathi sini. So you make time ukuthi okay, mase ngidadishile ngaqeda mhlambe at such and such a time for an hour or two I'm meeting my study group members, sesiyashare, sesihlala phansi sesiyashare whatever we learned or konke lokho esikufundile or engiyifundele kona. Okay, okubaleke kakhulu ke grade 12 isikhathi time management. Kuthiwa isingisi sithi time waits for no man. Isikhathi sihlale sihamba nje asikulindi, wena ufanele uyifeatureishe esikhathini. So i-time management ufanele wenze njani? There are things, kunezinto that you need to cut down. You have to cut down on the following. Khona izinto ofanele ukuthi njengoba sengidadisha nje, I must cut down. One, into enithanda kakhulu, it's TV viewing. So you cut down. One, i-TV nje ngizobe ngiyibona, ngayibuka uDecember wonke mangiqeda ukubhala from ekuseni kuze kushona ilanga. So cut down on the following. TV viewing, wena nje le TV ngoba vele ayibuyiseli lutho, and the people that you are watching lapha ku TV, they are making money bona wena as you watch them wena ungafundi. And by the time usuthi uyasukuma uyadadisa ukhathele and then you fall asleep, awuzange uzufunda. So cut down on TV viewing. Bese kuba social media. Social media, or my SMS, or Facebook, or Twitter, or WhatsApp, and all that thing. And also, going out to parties. Ama-parties ahlale khona. Aye khona before went to grade 12. Asayoba khona futhi after when went to grade 12. So cut down on going out to parties and girlfriends and boyfriends, romance and all that. Awuthi nje ukhohlwe izona zonke lezo zinto. So and uwazi futhi ukuthi uDecember uyeza. uDecember, that's where you'll have more parties. That is where you go out more because uzobe usuqedile. Ake nje uyiminxe, uyibambe nje ukuthi kule period until I write my final paper, gizo focusa on this study timetable that I've made for myself, and ngizomanage isikhathi sami kanje, and I'm going to cut down on those things. And yazi, you know what? You are not going to die. You'll give yourself a pat at the back ekugcineni uthi nje hey, well done isikho usuyincoma wena ukuthi hey ngiyenzile lento, because it's all about self discipline. You have to have self discipline. Wena uqobo lakho uthi ngizoyidiscipline mina because mina ngizobhala exam, imina ngifuna ukupass, imina ngazi ama goals ami ukuthi this is what I want to do when I finish exam, right? And then usayilungisela ke exam yakho ke as you are preparing for exam. Do yourself what we call mock exams. Mock exams is something exam ozenzela yona wena. Kanjani? Uthatha ngithi there are previous question papers. Kungabe lika September, kungabe lika March, kungabe la June, kungabe la previous year kupheleni konyaka. So wena wenze njani? You collect all those question papers, my previous question papers. waqoqe lawo question papers noma end of the year exams, and then waqoqelani because you want to see, uya-check ukuthi bawaphrase kanjani ama-questions. If a question can come up ikanje, would I be able to answer that question? Uyazenzela wena this mock exam because uzenzela wena ufuna ukubona ukuthi ungakwazi yini ukuthi uyibhale, ubungakwazi yini uliphendula leli phepha, and then you set aside the time. Busubeka isikhathi eceleni ukuthi ungadisturb umuntu, bangakudisturb ekhaya ukuthi fanele uwashe izitsha wenza ukuthi nokuthi, ubekela wena isikhathi eceleni. Angisho ukuthi ngalokho anisezowasha izitsha ekhaya, cha, but when I set isikhathi aside where you work ungaphazanyisa umuntu. And also most angithi uyalifunda leli phepha uyalenza, and then mark your own paper, mark your own work, uyimake wena uthola ukuthi ene hayi ngikwazi ukuphendula le question. And uzosola ukuthi isikhathi esiningi amanye ama-questions ane-memorandum as well. Musu uqala ubheke i-memorandum wena qala uyiphendule i-question, uyiphendule uzobona ukuthi ene, then when you go back, because you revise ama-questions as you go along, nkathi ufunda uyawa-revise ama-questions, and ma uthi khona kunzima, the teachers are there to help, your colleagues are there to help, your peers are there to help. So if you can't understand, go to your teacher, go to somebody who to understand that. And then mawune memo, njengoba ngithe mhlawumbe khona memorandum yaleli phepha lenzayo, use it to help ukuthi umake umsebenzi wakho, hayi ukuthi uzokopela khona, no. Njengoba ngishilo ukuthi ya revise ke, it can be June paper, it can be September, it can be March, past exam questions. And then try zama njengoba uzenzela mock exams, try to answer them wena without referring to any memo, ubone ukuthi ene ungakwazi yini ukuthi uzenzele uyiphendulele lama questions. Okunye ke futhi, besides ama mock exams, you have to have ama summaries. Nayazi summary ngithi, you have to have ama summaries. Ama summaries are one, you summarize, you make summaries of all your core content subjects, lawa owenzayo. And then nkathi usuwenzile lama summaries, go over them, wafunde regularly. Ushuthi awuzofunda namhlanje, regularly, mhlambe after every 3 days usenzile i-summary, then you go back, we understand ukuthi hayi ngiyayifunda. And then masuwenzile futhi lawa summary, put them, ama summaries akho wenzile, you can put them in a place la uzokwazi ukubona khona. Ngaba ise-bedroom yakho, udongeni, ngaba ise-kitchen, mhlambe edeskini, ngaba se-kitchen obeke efrijini, or wherever nje la mhlambe kwi-mirror yakho, or e-bathroom, wherever la ungena khona nje uthi, oh, these are my summaries. And then you go over them, uyawafunda, uyawa-reciter aloud until aze angene kuphi ekhanda. Angisho ukuthi crema, cha, ukrema nje akazi ukuze kusize, because once wakrema iphela yonke into ekremile, uvela ufreeze, uzogcina ungabhali lutho. Angisho ukuthi crema. And then okunye ufanele ukwenze, it is what you call revision, buyekeza umsebenzi wakho. How do you do that? You go after each chapter osuyenzile in each subject or in each textbook, go revise umsebenzi wakho. Ma ukuthi uyabona ukuthi engathi ngiyastrugglisha la, engathi ngitholana nomzimba, ask for help, ask for people abazokusiza. There are people are always there, othisha bakhona, ama peers akho, ask for help, right? Lana ke when it comes to studying, study skills, khona ilekhuzana abayibiza ukuthi active learning. Active learning iphethe, it's called SQ3R, where you learn actively. Umeneni lo SQ3R, S stands for survey. S stands for survey. What is to survey? When you survey, it's when you look through the whole chapter. Uyayibuka yonke the chapters, like you are skimming or scanning. You look through the whole chapter. That is your survey. And then the next one, Q, stands for question. So uyaqala ke manje, you usuzibuza ini imbuzo. You ask yourself questions. Ukuthi do I understand what I'm reading? Ngiyakuzwa yini lokho engikufundayo? Ngiya-understand yini? And then bese kuba ke ilo 3R. Oqala u-R is to read. Read actively. Uqale wasurvey wathi look through the whole chapter. Emva kwalokho Q is where you question yourself, and then bese kuba u-R oqala where you read actively. So where you look for answers to questions abuziwe. That is your first R. Owesibili njengoba ku-3R, owesibili is to recite. Ukurecite ke where you say aloud, ukhuluma uyakuphimisela. Nakubona ama recitations, ama poem and all that. You recite. In other words, you say aloud what what the main points are as you write them down. Uyawasho as you write them down. In other words, you are pimsela. Ukhiphela ngaphandle, because as you speak to yourself, as you recite, kuyangena kuwena kuphi engqondweni. And then owesithathu ke is to review. So it's read, recite, review. Review is where you test yourself. Usuya-check-a ukuthi ngizwile yini lento engifundayo. Did I understand what I'm reading? You test yourself. And okubalekile ke again, if when it comes to study skills, make sure ukuthi you eat ukudla okune nutritious meals. Eat a balanced meal. Like we can have fresh fruits, vegetables, protein, or take healthy snacks. Hayi ukuthi uzodla ukudla okusindayo okuzokulalisa egcineni. Take something that is light. You can just snack something that is healthy for you ukuthi ukwazi absorb whatever you're reading, right? So we can say exam ke manje. Before the exam, before you open exam, before the exam, yini ofanele uyenze because usuzongena exam room. One, you must avoid heavy meals. Most ukudla heavy, that will make you sleepy. Also, when you tomorrow to uyangena nje exam room, usulele because ususuthi awusakwazi wenze njani uconcentrate. And also, you must take bottles of water with you. Ube namanzi owaphuzayo. That's when you sip, to take a sip of whatever you are drinking. As you sip, you are trying to calm yourself down. And then you sip slowly and you calm yourself down. Amanzi ke abalekile. Okunye futhi, you have to relax. Relaxation is very important. Relaxa kanjani? Usufundile ke for whatever period. Then take short, regular exercises. You can exercise, you can walk, you can just walk outside, stretch yourself, uphinde futhi uphindele uyofunda. And then also okubalekile, you can okusizayo as well is to breathe. You breathe in, you breathe out. It also helps. It calms you down as well. Right. And it's before exam, okunye futhi okubaleka kakhulu. Khona labantu abathi siya cross night. You have to sleep because mawungalalanga uzothi ufike ephepheni uyazumeka because awuzange ulala uthi wena cross night the whole night uyakrema nani uyafika and then you just hit a blank. Awusakhumbuli lutho. So it is very important. Vele we have to sleep 8 hours to 10 hours a day. But when it comes to exams, I will sleep for 6 hours. Okay? You need enough sleep. Fanele ulale ukuze ingqondo yakho when you go to the exam room izobe alert. So you have to sleep. At least 6 hours is enough. Because normally it's 8 to 10 hours, but you can sleep for for 6 hours because ngalesikhathi uyazi ukuthi these 2 hours ngizothi ukufunda kancane, and then you sleep for 2 hours for 6 hours. And then ngithe you have to avoid cross-nighter. You have to avoid cross-nighting. What is cross-nighting? All-nighters, where umuntu afunde ubusuku bonke from morning till athi ngizo-cross-night angizolala. That is going to be a problem because uzovuka, you are tired. Sekufanele uhambe uye ku-exam room, you are tired, you haven't slept enough, and uma ufika lapha you forget whatever obuthi uzokufunda or uzobhala, and then you just hit a blank, and then ekugcineni awuzange uzulala. It is very important that you have to sleep. Also okunye ke khona lento eniyikhohlisa ngayo ukuthi hayi mina ngizophuza amaphilisi ukuthi angifuni ukuthatha amaphilisi ukuthi ngabi nabo ubuthongo nani. You must remember ukuthi those pills that you are taking are side effects as well. Manufacturers, they are making money as an advertiser, yes, but those pills, you must know that when you take them, they are not good for you. So tell you the whole night you are phone. Then when it comes to morning, you have to go and write the exam usulele because uhlalile wena awenza wabahappy. Wazi ukuthi laba badayisa lawo maphilisi nabo they are making money for themselves. So don't take pills. Iphuza nje amanzi they are enough. And then okunye kubalekile is to study hard. Funda phela because uzobhala. And then you are, as you read, you motivate yourself, and also as you read, you reward yourself as well, right? As you read futhi khona what we call is self-talk. La ukhulumela wena wedwa is self-talk or is self-motivation. We are motivator when musukulinda ukuthi uzomotivate omunye umuntu. Self-talk, self-motivation. You sit down and tell yourself, "Hey man, I can do this. Ngayenza lento. Futhi ngizoyenza." And that's that positive attitude onayo. It boosts your morale. Ikwenza nawe ubone ukuthi I know ngizokwenza and I'm going to do it. Uyayitshela nje wena ngaphakathi uthi you talk to yourself. Avoid negative talks. Ungamlaleli umuntu ozokwenza ube negative. Wena nje tell yourself ukuthi I can do this and I am going to do this. Finally, when you're about to go and write the paper, 30 minutes, you go to your friends, and then you start panicking. Avoid such people because when we are self-talk, self-motivation, so forget about abanye abantu. We ask which when you are going there and you are going to do it. And uzoyenza lento. Then before exam iqale, because usuzongena ke manje in the exam room, 1, read the questions carefully. Funda ama questions. Ungathi ubudumela iphepha uyabhala. They give you time to read, to go through the question paper. Awakabhali. Ngalesikhathi ufunda, when you read akaqali akasho ukuthi start, you can start writing. What you do there, you read the questions carefully, and then okunye kuyagcwaliswa ke lapho. You have to fill in your information. You write all your details on your answer book. Exam number, because insisuke ngasafaka amagama lapho, so sefaka ama exam numbers. You ubone ukuthi exam number yakho uyibhale correctly yini, and then you read through the whole question paper. Lifunde lonke iphepha before uqala ukubhala. And then usabheka ukuthi okay, as I read through the whole question paper, nama questions mangaka mhlawumbe u5. So and then you sit down, it's okay, you are going to work out how long you are going to spend on that question. How long you are going to spend in each question. Kule I can spend 10 minutes, kule 30 minutes, because you are iskhathi uyasazi ukuthi iskhathi sakho siphela nini. And then Also you need to ama-questions that you need to know how to answer. Kunama-questions ofanele wazi ukuthi uzwaphendula kanjani. Imaphi lama-questions ahlukene. There are multiple choice questions la ukhetha khona. Multiple choice questions, they are very tricky. Uzothola ukuthi nje mhlambe kunegama elilodwa nje lihlukile ufundisisa kahle. Mhlambe igama elilodwa nje usuluzile ama-marks. Multiple choice questions kube no true and false. Amanye kuba no true and false questions. Amanye kuba matching items. We match item A and item B. Amanye kuba ma-short answers. Wefanele uphendule nje umbuzo uphendule nje nge-brief answer, or mhlambe amanye is a case study, or amanye mhlambe is an essay type question. When it comes to essay type questions, ila wazi khona ukuthi you are going to spend more time, because if it's an essay type question then kuzodingeka isikhathi esiningi ukuthi ukwazi ukubhala leyo essay. Engakusho nje before siqede ukuthi ama-exams they were there before wena ube khona, and they'll still be there when usuwabhalile for abanye abantu abazowabhala. And fanele keep in mind ukuthi if they were there, abantu that babe khona bawaphasa bawabhala, so you are not awuhlukile kubona, uyafana nabo. All you have to tell yourself is to self-motivate yourself ukuthi I can do it and I am going to do it. And mawutshele ulokho nje and you don't spend time with abantu ama-negative abazokuconfuse, run away from them. Uyazazi wena ukuthi focus yakho ikuphi, and then you revise umsebenzi wakho, you are sure ukuthi you have made it and you are going to pass your exams. If you can just stick to all these points that I highlighted to you, there is no way that ungafail your exam. You are going to pass, and you're going to pass with flying colors. So with that note, we've come to the end of our lesson. I wish you all the best in the preliminary exams and also in the final exam, which will be coming soon. Thank you so much for today's lesson. See you next time.
Ningakhohlwa ukuthi nisengathokozela ezinye izifundo eziyisithupha kanye nezengeziwe i-learner wellness, i-career guidance kanye ne-advanced program. Hlanganyela nathi kwizifundo ezi-online ku-068 151 1072 noma ku-GoDigi@godigitalsa.today. Siyabonga.